All right, metalheads. This is not my usual video, but just feeling a bit meh today. Everyone has sort of seen on my social media and that knows me that from time to time, like I'll be like, new video, new EP, let's go. But I'll also sort of make announcements like feeling meh today. And so that's why I'm here. I'm feeling pretty meh today, but I wanted to talk about mental health. So this is a metal themed channel, and metal has truly helped me through all my mental health problems. Like anything like my depression, in the past, I've had a pretty rough road. I used metal to pull me through all of those things. We'll talk about some of that in a little bit, like not just depression, but also like I had a mental break at one point when I was about 35 and actually about 32. And so I really kind of want to talk about my journey that has led me here. Like the fact that I went from a guy that was completely unemployed, running around town, doing who knows what, behind my family's back, literally high on all sorts of drugs. I had a problem with methamphetamine about 5 years ago. I had a problem with several prescription pills. I was mixing all sorts of stuff with my actual prescriptions from my doctor. So like antidepressants, Zyprexa, Epilum, stuff like that to try and stabilize my bipolar. But also things, I was mixing things with it like Targan, which is like a slow release opiate. I was getting them off a bad influence, and I was into the habit of methamphetamine by bad influence. Not saying that it's other people's fault that I was doing that, definitely not. But what I would say is that without those influences and without some of those peer pressures, I probably wouldn't have went where I went to. So what I want to say is that I've come a long way from that. And the YouTube videos that all you guys are seeing now, big things coming up in the future for the channel. I'm releasing my music for the first time ever to all streaming services. I'm so proud of that. So many great things happening. I also, just over the last 3 years, I acquired a Cert 3 in community services. But I also got a Cert 3, 4 diploma and advanced diploma in sound production. So massive journey. But why I'm getting these ups and downs each week and why people are seeing high energy from me on certain episodes of the channel, but then they'll see posts like feeling meh today and I'll just go completely blank from social media. I have to have those days. They're for my head. But even today, I'm having one of those days, but I'm sort of just fighting it. And I'm going, no, I want to talk about it. So I thought about doing a Facebook post and sort of speaking about this on my social media, but it's something people have got to read. It's something I've got to write. I could be sitting there for 20 minutes writing this thing out. No, I've got a bigger platform these days that I've created for myself. With my studies and with my knowledge, I've been able to broaden my horizons. I've been able to figure out how to release my music to the world. I've been able to figure out how to mix and master that all by myself so it's ready for the world to hear. I've figured out how to do editing by myself and filming by myself. And so I'm doing all these things, but I'm also dealing with bipolar affective disorder. And what that is one day I might feel like I am on top of the world and I'm ready to take on everything. That high energy that you usually see on the channel. But today, on a day like today, I'm just feeling like, meh. Like, I'm at home every day. It's an endless cycle of waking up a bit too late in the day and then sort of tidying up the house and packing away the dishes and then getting myself ready for things that I need to do, like meet my monthly job search requirements and make sure I call the doctors to get onto my medication, because I'm also adjusting to another medication while I have my bipolar affective disorder. And I found ziprisidone, after many different drug trials, was the drug for me to help manage my bipolar. I now have something called Eagle syndrome. It could be Eagle syndrome or it could be trigeminal neuralgia. So it's one of the two. I've got to go to the neurologist yet to get my full diagnosis, but it's one of the two, and it's where I have a nerve inside my ear and my neck touching an artery, or an artery is touching a nerve, and it's causing pain in my right ear and all down the side of my face. It's due to severe head trauma. This is some pretty deep stuff. So this is not my usual content I do on the channel. This is getting pretty deep and emotional right now. I'm feeling it, but I want to talk about it. So because of the head trauma, I've ended up with a condition where I feel face pain and ear pain all the time. The head trauma was caused by me being unstable, psychotic, and high on drugs, and I kept self-harming myself. I was hitting myself in the head so hard that I've actually left myself with these stains where I was giving myself black eyes monthly, like massive ones. So everything's okay now. I don't do it anymore. Never. But when I used to have those problems and those frustrations, I'd take it out on myself. So now I've got a condition where I've got bipolar affective disorder, and I'm taking ziprisidone, and that's helping. That's doing great. But I'm also got another drug that's just been put on top of it called Tegretol. And that's to help me deal with my Eagle syndrome, Eagle syndrome slash neuralgia, trigeminal neuralgia. And one of the two. And so I'm taking the Tegretol, but it's also increasing the effects of the ziprisidone. So if I have a full Tegretol of a night, it just knocks me, it just levels me. I'm gone. Like, just asleep. Passing out with video game controllers in my hand, you know. And then on top of that, I've also got the bipolar. So I'm dealing with that, and then I'm taking the Tegretol, and then what I've done is I really need to talk to my doctor. I gave him a call today, and there's appointments booked in for next Tuesday, so that's all good. But I had to cut the Tegretol in half with a pill cutter because it's just too much. And I'm trialing it, but I'm also with a doctor service called a Wobbical, and I'm there going through a transition process at the moment where all the Maitland patients are being transported to Hamilton. So it's been hard to get an appointment with my doctor while I'm going through the trial for this tablet. So it's been up and down, eh? And so I've managed to deal with all of that, but I also am making my videos, I'm posting, I'm still working for Down Under Crewing and Big Apache. I'm still working for some of the biggest shows in the Hunter. I did Alice Cooper not long ago. I've done some fantastic ones. Went to Sydney and did Taylor Swift. Done Pink when she came to Sydney and came to Newcastle. So that was great. Give me a sec here. I'm just drying out. Got my Liquid Death as always. But seriously, yeah, grabbed a few of these on the way home this afternoon. So better than all of those cans of energy drink. This is just flavored water. But I have changed a lot of me dietary intake too. Like, I'm a big guy. I'm about 140 kilos. That's not great. So I've been trying to cut down on the soft drink. I drink soda water, so it still gives me those bubbles. But I also I'm not drinking like 2 liters of Coke every day anymore. I'm not drinking 4 energy drinks a day. I'm not I'm trying to watch what I eat, and I'm also on metformin because I'm pre-diabetic, so I've got to watch out for that. So if I can get that weight and that diet under control, then I can probably come off the metformin. And then I'm also on another drug called fenofibrate for my cholesterol. So if I could get control of all of this a bit more, then that's 2 tablets I don't even have to take anymore, because 4 meds each night, it gets a bit overwhelming. So I've also come to a point though where I am in the happiest stage of my life. I love my wife more than anyone in the whole world. I love my kids more than anything in the whole world. I love my pets. I love where I live. I love my job that I do have. So when I do go do those big, awesome shows with the crewing, that's awesome. I'm also starting another course soon. So you might see the YouTube videos dwindle a little bit in that period, but I'm doing a 4-month TAFE course called Live Production and Technical Services, Cert 3, and that will teach me more about my job. So more about front of house, more about lighting, more about video, and even how to operate and run video. I'd love to learn all of that stuff. Usually I'm just the bump-in crew, and it will teach me more about bump in, bump out, but I can broaden my horizons with that. And then I do plan on doing a content creation course next year in TAFE, which will teach me more about all of this YouTube stuff. But where I'm at is today, quite frankly, I feel like shit. And it sort of goes like this: 3 or 4 days feeling pretty awesome, and then 2 or 3 days feeling like absolute crap. And then sort of get back on the horse again and manage to feel good for another day or 2 or 3, and then back to feeling like crap again. So I don't know if that's the Tegretol messing with my Suprisodone, but and I will mention, I'll be honest, I have a cannabis oil prescription, and you know what, that helps me more than any of it all. Because without my little bit of oil in the morning and overnight, I don't think I'd manage any of this at all. But with that, it just takes the edge off. And then it helps me manage my face pain more. But I will say that once I started taking the Tegretol, the face pain is gone. It's gone. I'm not feeling any of all of this anymore. But I'm having to suffer side effects. Suffering from side effects. So, hold on, I'm drying out again. So, yeah. But that's where I'm at. And I just want to say, it's all good. don't freak out, guys. But I love you as metalheads. I've been accepted into some really amazing metal communities over the last few months. I've had a lot of people adding me, and really cool people in the music industry. I've even ended up in some really amazing groups. But also, I'm still I'm happy, but I'm also a little bit overwhelmed too by the constant flow of it all. This technology, this era we live in. If you went back to me and said 10 years ago, how much time do you spend on social media? I'd say, probably, an hour a day or so. But these days, because I've got things that I want to promote, I've got stuff that I want to push, I've got things that I want to show you, I've got platforms, I've got people waiting to hear from me. Well, it all becomes pretty overwhelming. There's even times where I'm with my partner and we're trying to watch a movie and I'm still on my phone. And then sometimes it goes two ways too. She might be busy one night and I'm watching a movie and I've put my phone away, but she's on hers. So it happens both ways, but I get a bit overwhelmed by it all, but I'm just trying to stay chill with it. I love yous all. Big things coming up for the channel. I've got Jackal Crow happening better than I ever thought I ever would get it going. So it's all amazing. Even this weekend, I've got an awesome interview locked in. So I've got a friend named Adam coming on the channel from a band called Age of Emergence. You all might know him. He's got his own YouTube channel, an amazing drummer, and we're going to have a chat with him about all of that stuff, about his drumming, his drum style, about the band. So that's going to be great. And then we're going to have Kyle back on the show as a regular. We're going to keep doing the Simo and Kyle show. So me and Kyle will cover metal news then. I've got both Jackal Crow EPs out. I've got the Hate and the Filth, Volume 1, The Love and the Light, Volume 2, Duality Concept, Volume 2, and I've got a hip-hop single on the way. I don't know if you're all ready for that, as I'm usually a metal guy, and this is a metal channel, but I really like Ghostmane, I really like Poya, I really like Trippie Redd, love Eminem. Everyone loves Eminem. If you don't, who are you? So, yeah, I do like hip hop. I spent a while having a go at building some beats when I was at TAFE for sound production as just a fun project. And the kids always kept saying to me, "Do your rap, Dad. You should do a rap over it. You got to do a rap." So, I gave it a go. So that's on its way. It's already recorded. I just, I need to release it. But I want to let you all hear the other one first. So that's where I'm at. That's what's going on. Not super high energy today, but I'm a bit emotional. I am. I feel emotional when I say I've come from basically being an ex-crackhead, running around unemployed, literally just doing silly, heinous things, not cool, man. I became someone I really didn't like. And I don't think I'd still be here if I hadn't have figured that shit out and went and had to stay in mental health. Because I did. I had a complete breakdown, a psychosis, and my wife had to call the ambulance. And the ambulance coaxed me to the hospital under the promise of Valium because I was a drug addict. And that's what got me there. But once I was analysed by the doctors, straight to the mental health ward. I was high as a kite that night and they knew it. So that was the moment in 2019 that things turned around. That's when things turned around. That's when the night I went to mental health, the mental health ward in Maitland, was the night that I never, ever, ever touched crack again ever since in 5 years. So awesome. When I say crack, I mean methamphetamine. Methamphetamine. This is not a video for kids, but I'm just talking about my story, my journey, my path that led me here. I'm healthy now, you can see that. And you know what? Here comes my lovely family through the door right now. Yep, there's my wife and the littlest one. You know her, you've seen her on the channel a couple of times, Willow. So, yeah, hey darling. Hey. See? And I've got my little puppy. Come here, Panda. I want to introduce everyone to Panda. Panda, come on, Dad. Jump up. There he is. That's my little dude. That's Panda. And he's called Panda because he's black and white. Say hello to everyone, Panda. Hello. Yeah, so he's my little buddy. He's 10 years old. So he's an old little fella. He's been with me through all of this journey. So, yeah, thanks for sticking around and just checking this one out, Metalheads. And I really appreciate all the support and the subscribers so far. It's been bewildering because every time I try not to check my YouTube studio too often. Like I said, getting overwhelmed with the social media and stuff. Hold on, just got to rehydrate. So, getting overwhelmed with the social media and stuff, but so I check my studio probably a couple of times a week. I try not to check it too often, and every time I keep coming back to it, I'm like, wow, like 27 subscribers. Wow, 34 subscribers. 38. 40. So, thank you. I think we're up to 40 or 41. So, that's awesome. So, thank you. And thank you for all the likes. But big things coming. We're going to be interviewing some well-known local artists. And hopefully we can interview some of the biggest in Australia soon. Check out my Jackal Crow stuff. What I'm thinking of doing soon is a Jackal Crow deep dive and sort of like explaining it all to you. So you can understand the lore and the ethos and the mask and the music and why it sounds the way it does. But that's what I wanted to talk about today, was just mental health. I hope you are all as well doing okay. Because I know today I'm not. Well, I'm just not feeling it today. It wasn't really a metal talk today. It was more of a mental talk, which I think sometimes is more important. Well, actually all the time is more important. I think it's more important. So, you got to look after that stuff, people. Look after your mental health. If anyone's ever struggling that, drop some comments below on this video. Like, talk to me on any video. Just talk to me. I can be found. So, yeah, just DM me. But seriously, mental health is important. Wasn't much of a metal talk, but I think metal helped me through all of those times. Metal was super important and integral to all of those moments not falling apart. It was how I was able to vent myself. It was how I was able to... There was times when the self-harm and all of that was going on that I would go down the shed and I would turn the music up so loud and I would just roar to it and I would just hit my drums and I'd just get it all out. And then there was calm after the storm. So, so to say. But not all the time. Sometimes I would get caught up in my own heat of the moment and I'd attack myself. But I don't do that anymore. It's been a long journey coming to this point. If you had Simo from then, doing YouTube videos then, I don't think it would be quite as nice and awesome and fun as these ones are. I think they would have been quite weird and horrendous and strange kind of videos. I probably would have said some really weird, stupid shit online. But I'm in a better place now. But I am, like I said, I'm having a Met day, and I'm dealing with my adjustment to this new medication. I'm dealing with my ups and downs. It's really sent my bipolar out the window. Give me a sec. And I'm not drinking as much soft drink. I'm not eating as much crap of a night. Trying to eat better food. I tried to go for a walk outside of this house and around each day, so I'm not just trapped inside this house. But I still get down. Like, even yesterday, I took Jasper to basketball, his awesome basketball game, and all I could think about was my own crap inside my head. I just had a storm going on up in there. And he's like, "Did you see that bit, Dad?" And I'm like, "Yeah. No." Because I was just up in my own head. So, be kind to yourself. Chill out. And try and talk to people you love. And talk like I'm doing. Talk to your platform. Talk to your community. I'm okay. But, well, I had a meltdown yesterday to the point where the kids were all just screaming at each other. And there was so much noise in the house that I got overwhelmed. And I sort of raised my voice at the kids in such a way that once I started yelling, I started crying. And the kids have never seen or hardly ever see their dad cry. So when I broke tears and my voice trembled and I lost my shit, and then I had to go into the room and pull myself together, is the moment when I realised, I'm like, yeah, I'm not doing that great lately. Look, I am, but everyone thinks I'm doing awesome. Like, oh, Simo's living the life. He's got the album out and he's got the YouTube channel. But I want you to know, when it comes to the YouTube channel and the music, I do most of it all on my own. I've had a bit of help lately from Kyle with the YouTube channel, which is awesome. We're lining some big things up for the future, and eventually me and Kyle will have our own joint YouTube channel, and then he'll have his own YouTube channel, and I'll still keep doing Simo Metal. So one of my plans for a YouTube video today was, I found on Ultimate Guitar that the tabs for the new Bring Me the Horizon album, every song is tabbed out, pro tabs. So I wanted to have a go at learning some Bring Me the Horizon. I possibly wanted to finish me Slipknot song and show you the end of that and wrap that up, because I won't be doing songs in 4-part phases anymore. But I do want to show you that I can play that Slipknot song, Gematria. That was one of the earlier videos of the channel. So I'll wrap that up soon. But today, this was more important, is I just feel like crap. And I just wanted to talk about mental health rather than metal. Thank you, metalheads, for chilling with me and all the support so far. And yeah, stay metal. Look after yourself. Mental health is important. So is hydration. Don't drink so much soft drink, please. I'm going to wrap it up there. I'm going to call it a day. And Stay metal, metalheads. Thanks for all the support. Thanks for all of the embrace into the new metal communities that I've been invited to. Thanks for the support of Jackal Crow. We'll talk more about it in the future. It's a pretty amazing project. I've even had someone say to me, like, you should make this a band. But how do you make a band where everyone has to do what one guy says and play the songs exactly how they were written? I don't know how that works, but if anyone knows how that works, let me know. If anyone would be willing to just literally follow what I say and just play exactly how I say, then we could talk about something, but I don't see that happening. So Jackal Crow will be me for now. But thank you, everyone. Stay metal, metalheads. I'm just ranting now, so let's wrap it up there. Yeah!